So here we are, my friends, and this moment matters. Right now, some of the biggest banks in the world are quietly raising a red flag over the US economy. Not maybes, not hypotheticals. No. Today, we're breaking this down for you into three parts. First, the warning signs inside the US economy. Second, the policies. The policies that could push it all over the edge. And third, why global money is already heading for the exit. Because when confidence breaks, recession is not far away. Let's start with the numbers that should stop people in their tracks. UBS now puts the odds of a US recession at 93%. Not 50, not a coin toss. No, 93%. Let's that sink in. That assessment isn't based on vibes or politics, it's based on jobs, on production, on income and spending. And when it comes to jobs, the picture is ugly. Payroll growth has slowed dramatically. Layoffs spreading widely, private surveys of Federal Reserve data points in the same direction. This isn't just tech trim fat. This is transportation, healthcare, manufacturing, and services. Consumers feel it too. Confidence has stayed deeply negative at 2025 and crossed into 2026. People don't feel secure, they don't feel ahead, they don't feel the jobs are easy to find. And when workers feel that way, spending stops first. Now look at household stress. Credit card debt has blown past historic heights. Car loans delinquencies are rising fast. Not just subprime, but prime borrowers. Mortgages refinancing requests are being denied at record rates. That's banks saying something simple. They say the numbers don't work anymore. That is what an economy looks like before the recession headline. Now here's where policy matters. The stock market still looks strong. But markets are not the economy. A handful of large companies propping up the index by cutting costs, laying off workers, and squeezing efficiency. That boosts profits. It does not boost demands. At the same time, uncertainty is exploding. Erratic traffics, reckless trade rules, on again, off again economic threats. Business don't invest when rules change weekly. They wait, or they cut. Then there's the Federal Reserve. Attempts to pressure the central bank scares investors for one reason. Monetary policies stop being about stability and start being about politics. We've seen this movie before, in other countries, and it never ends well. Add Trump's idiotic tariffs into that mix, and inflationary pressure starts to creep back in, even as growth slows. That's the danger zone. You guys, stagnation plus inflation, early stage stagnation doesn't arrive with sirens. It creeps in through higher prices, weaker hiring, and frozen confidence. And right now, every single one of those three are present in the US. You know what? America can thank the orange conman for that. Here's the part that doesn't get enough attention. International capital doesn't argue about details. They just move. European, Asian, and Canadian investors have already started reducing exposure to the US. Not because they hate America, because they hate uncertainty. When layoffs rise, when consumer stress building up, when trade policies look chaotic, and when leadership messaging ignores the data, capital pulls back. Foreign investment into the US has already declined significantly. The bond market's flashing stress, and the dollar has shown weakness alongside rising yield. Now that's a sign money is leaving, not rotating. Canada and Europe feels the pressure too, but capital isn't fleeing their system because rules are clear, institutions are respected, And the message, while tough, matches reality. And markets can handle bad news. They cannot handle denial. They want real leadership, not a Koch playing conman. That's the difference, my friends. When global investors see the US economy drifting towards recession, while the disaster administration pretends the economy is booming, they know something stinks in Trump's America. They protect themselves first. So yes, the risk is real. The warning lights are flashing. Jobs are weakening. Households are stressed. Confidence is cracking. And policy choices matter more now than at any point in that circle. Recessions aren't inevitable, but they become likely when reality is ignored. If you want clear-eyed analysis without slogans, share this video. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below and stay engaged. Because the economy is always unbiased. But you can't always say this about politicians. Thanks for watching. Till next time, I'm Wilfried Lemkuler with Europe Curious.